Welcome to the new Financial Conduct Authority. The FCA, the successor body to the FSA, is there to make sure that consumers get well treated in financial markets and that the conduct of firms that provide products and services to them is beyond reproach. Consumers will see some differences. They will see, I hope, firms putting their needs first. They'll see some of the conflicts that have been in the system, whether it's how people are paid or the products that are created. They'll see those conflicts removed, and we hope that consumers will be able to trust the system that they put their savings into.
How do you think the banks and insurers and the credit card companies treat their customers generally?
Flippantly.
Appallingly. They take our money, then they loan it back to us at an exorbitant rate.
They seem to take but not give anything back.
A bit irrelevant.
Computer programs determining whether you get credit or not, rather than people.
A lot of people talk about it, and that is no result in it at all. So don't talk about it, go out and do it.
Well, I think we should be a bit more fair.
What consumers need is no problems in the first place by a regulator that has teeth, and that's what I'm hoping the FCA will do. That means actually saying, I know what you want, I'm going to explain my product to you, I'm going to explain the risks of that product so you can make a good, balanced, critical decision of whether it's right or wrong for you. That's fairness, that's what I want to see from companies.
Good regulation is one of the ways in which we can justify trust in financial services. Trust is absolutely crucial. We're talking about institutions, after all, that people are giving their life savings to look after. So trust is key, and confidence that the industry is well regulated is absolutely vital for that.
The launch of the Financial Conduct Authority is a watershed moment in regulation within the United Kingdom. We all know that in the past 2 decades there have been a number of situations in which customers have experienced material detriment, situations like PPI and interest rate swaps, and also where markets have not worked in the way that they should. And what matters to us is to operate in an environment where we can all look at the way business gets done and make sure that it is meeting customers' and clients' needs, that it operates in a fair and transparent way.
Firms will see a difference. Firms will see a regulatory approach that focuses on forward-looking, focuses on judgment-based regulation, focuses not just on data that comes from firms which is retrospective, but themes across the market or forward-looking ideas where we feel there's a market-wide issue that needs to be addressed.
There are 20,000 smaller firms and regulation will be very important to them. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be looking and saying, what is this new regulator all about? Is it going to be really different? Is it going to make a big difference to consumers? And there are so many stakeholders here. There are consumers, there are regulated firms, and there's also the political side as well. So I think the FCA is going to have its work cut out.
I think there is an opportunity for the new regulator to be less bureaucratic. A feeling of more pace, a feeling more of anticipating situations rather than always being reactive. And actually using the sort of fund of information and horizon scanning which is going on within the industry and within trade bodies to help understand what is going on.
I think the whole thing has been thinking of greed. I think that the bankers were rewarded for doing things badly just purely because they're hitting their targets.
I think probably a lot of the blame's on ourselves for getting into a lot of debt.
It's human nature. If they're offered loans, they'll take them without properly working it out very often.
I think what we need is people to stop wanting to grab stuff, and it's not just the banks.
This new era of regulation is critical for the economy. It's not just about the City of London, not just about the square mile, the whole of the UK. Everybody depends on financial services. The UK has been seen globally as a world leader. Frankly, that crown has slipped. We need to get back to the rightful place of the UK being a global leader in financial services.